Good day everyone. Today, I will show you how to remove rust from the steel plate and also preparation and application of paint to it. But before that, we will have to wear our alternative PPEs. Coverall suit, in behalf of safety shoes, we have rubber shoes, next, safety gloves, next, in behalf of safety glasses, we have normal glass to protect the eye, next, safety mask. In behalf of safety mask, we have an alternative mask. And hard hat. In behalf of hard hat, we have a normal hat. Okay, we're ready. First, identify the area of the steel plate with corrosion. Next, remove all identified rust from the steel plate using chipping hammer, chisels, and steel brush. We have their chisel. In behalf of steel brush, we have steel wire. Okay, let's start. We are done on the inner part, so on the back part. It is very suitable to wear mask to protect us from dust, from the rust. We are done. Next, clean the chip area. Things to be needed, we have soap powder, the steel plate, the steel wire, the paint, and also the paintbrush. Wash the chip area with water mixed with soap powder, and then Rinse it with fresh water alone and let it dry for a few minutes. Rinse with fresh water alone, like this. As you can see, the dirt and dust was already been removed. Let it dry for a few minutes. Last step for preparation is to block the area to make sure that the area is free from dust and water ingress, like this. Then we are now ready for the application of paint. First, open the can of paint. Next, sufficiently stir the paint in order to mix pigments and resin, or in order to mix evenly pigment and resin. This paint is a kind of paint which is intended for metals or for steel. We can adjust the viscosity of the paint with thinner, but I am satisfied with the viscosity of this paint, so I will not apply thinner for this. But when you're painting and if you're not satisfied with the viscosity of the paint, you can add thinner. Okay? Apply paint to the area with sufficient amount of thickness. You can have second coat or third coat as long as we reach the sufficient amount of thickness of the paint. When we dip the brush into the paint, make sure we dip half of it. And when applying the paint, make sure to have one stroke of painting. We are done with the first coating. We will wait for a few minutes and let this dry. Since it is already dry, it is now ready for the second application of paint or the second coating. So let's start. Okay, we are done. We are now satisfied with the thickness of the coat applied to the steel plate. Next is to secure the material or the remaining paint.